All right, stop. Stop trying to do a bunch of crunches if you're trying to get your back to feel better. Yes, your abs are very important for the low back stability. However, you got to think about it. We typically are crunched over into a chair like this all day long, or we're driving a lot. So this muscle wants to be short and wants to stay short. So even when we stand up, it's kind of crunching down, which will cause low back pain. Okay? Chances are the muscle that lifts this leg, called the psoas, it's actually attached to the deep lumbar vertebra, and they go down and attach into the groin area. So you might have groin area type pain and have back pain simultaneously, and it's probably that. So if you're serious about trying to fix this, you're not going to want to do a bunch of crunches in order to get your back strong again, okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that you can do and a stretch that you can do as well. So one thing you want to do is if you do have a lot of sitting or typing that you're going to do, you're going to want to stretch it right prior to doing the exercise. So you can stretch this in a couple different ways, but here's a good one. You're going to be on the ground here. And what you can do is you will then lift your body up like this and hold that position. So if you're holding this position, that should help kind of stretch open all of the front hip flexors. And you're going to want to do that about 1 minute twice. After you go ahead and you kind of stretch this open, now it's time to do some of the exercises you can do. Now, I'm very partial to, if you want to still do some ab exercises, but you don't want to do all the hip flexion, power to you. That's good too. So if you're going to do ab exercises, do a plank instead. And there's more than one way to do a plank, but do a plank instead. And it, depending on your physical activity level, you may or may not be able to get to a full plank like this, and that's fine. If you can't do that, you can bend down the knees, like down here, put them on the ground, and you can see if you can hold that position. And if you can, great. And if not, hold this position, okay? Do what you can do first. And eventually, you'll be able to work up to here, and then eventually up to here, okay? So do a plank. Planks are way better. It's going to keep your body in a neutral position, which is what you're going to want to do. Secondly, if you still want to do more ab exercises, I'm going to show you some other exercises too that are probably far more important. But another ab exercise that you can do, other than a crunch, is you'll lay face up and do what's called a flutter kick. And so what you're going to do, I typically will put my hands underneath my hips to stabilize them. You don't have to. And then you will keep your legs straight and kick like you're swimming and keep those legs straight, okay? You can also open and close and do them. And that will also help get this to be a lot stronger. That's one way you can do that. So that's what you're going to do if you want to do abs and you still want to kind of re-strengthen the back. However, the more important muscle in the back is going to be your glutes. You're going to want to get these guys to be stronger. So one of two things, these are going to be your powerhouse. You're going to want to do either squats or you're going to want to do kettlebells, okay? So you're going to want to get those glutes to be firing and contracting properly, because what they do is they are the antagonists to this muscle. So you need to get this muscle to turn off by contracting this one. This one's pretty much on vacation if you're in this position typing all day long. So what you're going to want to do is you can get a kettlebell like this, and I typically will come down, keeping my chest up, and then I'll swing the hips forward. And when you come up into that position, you're going to also want to contract the glutes. So you'll make sure you squeeze the glutes and then come back down. So when you come back down, I will typically stop it from swinging between the legs and then swing back up. So I'll completely stop and swing and stop and do that again. I'll do 3 sets of 15 to make sure that I maximize this, and you want that repetition, okay? You can also do this just with a regular squat. And again, you're gonna want your feet about shoulder width apart. You're gonna come down, and then you're gonna come up and squeeze. Again, you wanna squeeze the glutes to contract them at maximum, okay? So you're gonna wanna do that. You wanna do 3 sets of 15. So you will do that, and typically after doing this for a couple of weeks, you can progress it to like 3 sets of 20, and then 3 sets of 25, and so on and so forth. And I usually will go all the way up to 3 sets of 45. By the time you usually reach that, you're pretty much golden by then, and a lot of this has gone away. So Stop doing what you're doing wrong by doing a bunch of crunches, because that's not really going to help you, and do some other stuff that will be of benefit for you. So do the crunches. Don't do those anymore. You're going to want to do either the flutter kicks or the planks. You're also going to incorporate either the kettlebells or squats. Keep following us for more health tips. Take care, guys.